We must be in Mercury retrograde. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. Sorry about that. I guess I needed to update Chrome, but it wasn't going to tell me that until I rebooted, did all the things. You know how it goes. All right, I'm Leanne Holitza. I am your weekly oracle reader, and I am going to give us our forecast for the week, and then we will get you some cards. So some of you have already played this game with me before. Type me, please, in the comments, and I will get you cards. I'll start from the top and go down, so just so you know, it may take me a bit, even if you just now hit me, please. So today I'm going to be using the Secret Language of Light, okay, with the Yantra deck that I always use for your personal readings of Secret Language of Light. I have a helper friend on loan from our crystal healing shop, Shine Your Light. This is carnelian. Isn't it beautiful? So good for helping with procrastination, second chakra stuff, anything around emotions, past trauma, sexuality. Good one for that. This little guy's pretty. Anyway, see, it's a little, look, it has a little spot on it. All right, and then we also have the Amanda Elvis Ellis Silver Spray. Said that too fast. To kind of support us opening our crown chakra. All right, let's get started with the week. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for joining me. All right, this is for all of us. What the week is going to start off looking like. Stillness. Okay, so time to be still. Let your body calm down. I definitely experienced this myself yesterday. Just getting a little more pause so that your body can catch up with you. So this is very much also about integrating awareness, because when you're going too fast, you maybe are missing some things. But if you can pause and look at what's going on, we can get a little bit more clarity. Okay, this week, non-compassion upside down. So this is our helper reminder. What this is saying upside down is check where you're being a judgmental person. Okay, check who you're judging, who you're projecting onto, who you're being bitter towards, because that's where your work is this week. Okay, have compassion. This card says embrace all beings. This, when you're doing that practice, you embrace yourself. Your system does not know the difference between you and another. Okay. We end the week with a little bit of an exhale, but it's sideways, so it's kind of like not everything can be exhaled, not everything can be surrendered, but there definitely is a some big energetic things that have been happening this month. Hopefully you've been weathering it okay, and this is like it's almost there, but not just quite yet. Okay. All right, here's your first card. If you're watching this later in a recording, thanks for watching later. If you're watching this now, this is your first card. Everybody feel in. Here we go. Ready? So feel into the number 1, 2, or 3. Which one is yours? All right. If you picked 1, you're going to be working with the whispers. Okay. So what that's going to mean is that everything that you want to know about is going to be in this quiet spaces. So that stillness that we were told about, it's like little synchronicities, little hints. It's not going to be loud messages for you this week. If you picked 2, you're working with the divine feminine energy. That is really about the we and the be and all the things in kind of a big rounded perspective. We all have masculine, feminine energies to work with. So this week would be a good week to focus on yours. If you picked 3, you're going to work with your soul name, which is basically the essence of like, who are you as a soul? Lifetime after lifetime, experience after experience, getting back in touch with the essence of who you are. Okay, that's going to be your focus. Yay. All right. Well, let's get started on our regular readings. I do want to mention out, you guys, I was invited to do a free talk on breaking free from limiting beliefs on Learn It Live's Spring into Soul Symposium. So learnitlive.com. I also have another class up there about manifesting, and we've got a belief club. So there's some things going on right now that if you need some extra support, check out my website under events and see if there's anything there that looks like it might be something you want to do. We also have the full moon event coming up. Not everything is pay to play. Okay, here we go. I'm going to say hi to the bottom of the list just so you guys know that I see you and I'm coming. Okay, so hi Cameron and brother Connor. Hi Sonia. Hi, Mountain River. Well, no, you're kind of just telling me nope. You might be up higher on the list. Crystal. All right, I'm coming, but let's start with the top. The top is Taryn. Taryn, your focus for the week will be inner voice. Okay, so working with the inner critic, working with the energy that says, I am dedicating my thoughts to the things I want to think, the life I want to live. I'm focusing on where my internal world is manifesting for me, because it is all the time. All right, so really work on those inner thoughts. Stephanie R. with a pink heart. Inner voice. Okay, so you guys, if we start seeing these cards over and over, they're going to be for all of us. That's why it's worth kind of hanging out for the whole half hour. So this inner voice card, if you pick 3 at the beginning, they're doubling down, but basically working with, that voice that says, I'm going to try to work on the energies of speaking into myself what I want to become. Really working on that inner critic. Our beliefs really do drive our manifestations. Okay. So, and I'm shuffling. So if they're coming the same time, they're like, we haven't got the message quite across. Okay. Blossoming lotus. Let it go. All right. Give yourself a chance just to get that wonderful sword out, cut those cords, cut those vows, get into that space where you can just release stuff. Okay. Shannon, you're going to be working on nourishing energies. Okay. Whatever that means for you. And now I'm hearing from you guys, remember that there's always darkness on half the earth, right? So it's not that you're going to try to bring light to everything, but what can you bring light to? What do you want to bring light to? That's the focus this week. Cara, Vesica Pisces. Okay, so this is basically everything's connected, okay? When you let something ripple into your field, it will ripple all through your life. And if there's a single relationship that you're trying to work through right now this week, see is it rippling the way you want it to, okay? Because that's where really what this is saying is investigate the one-on-one relationships. Tatiana, you're going to be wanting to focus on, I shuffled you guys. They're coming again. Vesica Pisces, same thing. Focus on just kind of the people who are closest to you. Keep your eyes to the people that you're creating relationships with that are building what you would like your life to look like, okay? All right, so Cara and Tatiana, you can do that together. Seriously wonderful, Courtney. Soul song. Okay, so this could mean that you want to hum or chant to get back in touch with your alignment, but also could just mean really what beat does your soul beat to, and focusing on getting to know that a little bit more this week. Even listening to music that kind of moves your mood. Okay. Denise and Lindsay. Denise, you're working on manifestation. All right. So this is a good energy for you to just allow things to start coming to you. When you see things you like, yes, thank you, more, please. And when you see something you don't like, you just say, what else is possible? Okay. So that's the focus. Lindsay, you're going to want to focus on soul song. So see how they're coming together with these things, you guys. So, all right. Soul song, basically listen to the beat of your own drum. Do some things that would make you want to sing, dance, move. That would get you in touch with your own physical essence. Okay. Elizabeth R. This week's a good week for healing. All right. Higher self-healing, knowing that there's more going on than meets the eye, knowing that your soul came for it, knowing that your soul is really working through some big things right now. And it's okay to let yourself really just sink into what that even means. I know sometimes it feels like it's never ending, kind of is. It's how we set ourselves up. But this week's a good week to receive some healing. Diane S., you're going to be working with your inward revolution. So this is basically changes that are going on inside of you because you're changing how you're interacting with yourself. And that will then change how you're interacting with the world. So cool. Let me know how that goes. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle, divine animals for you. So leaning into the animal kingdom, wherever you get messages, maybe you see the birds in the sky, or you can hang out with the prairie dogs. Whatever really draws you in, you're going to get your most nourishing energies from the animals this week. Donnie, you're going to be working with your sensitivities. Okay, so sometimes we say sensitivities as a bad thing, like, oh, you're so sensitive. But really, you guys, it's a gift. It's something to be honored. See, it's protected in this card. Protect your sensitivities. Stand up for your sensitivities because that's your superpower. All right. Heidi M. Your week for healing as well. Okay, second time we've seen that. So maybe we're getting close to having it for all of us. Good week to just really sink in, let the work be done. Maybe even just kind of a little bit of a passive receiving that, might help you a little bit. All right. Mountain River and Tommy. I hope you enjoyed your gluten-free corn dogs yesterday. All right, Mountain River, you're going to remember some things. All right, so this is a week to remember what is your soul really up for and how can you make sure that you're protecting and activating it. It isn't necessarily for you to go run around telling everyone either. It's mainly for you to remember. Tommy, third time's the charm for the Vesica Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to bring the book out because that's what I like to do when we get it for all of us. Just make sure that whatever wisdom the author of these cards was bringing gets highlighted too. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit of this. Okay, it says the outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on the outside of us. We've learned to give the things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than how we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when your awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clearly and easily made. This leads to satisfaction where there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad of possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and the ones we will make in the future. Okay, so this card to me very much is like, are you manifesting with the people around you the way you want? Okay, so getting focused on that. So that's the third time's the charm, you guys. So that's for all of us. Really look at who your co-creators are and see if you're doing what you wish to be doing. Nicole, enlightenment for you this week. All right, cool. Give me a thumbs up on that one, right? It's okay. Something's going to become clear to you. It's going to be a lot more apparent what this whole time period has been about, okay? Addison, you're going to be working with the divine masculine, which this is divine masculine energy is very direct. It's oftentimes destroying something in order to make room for something. So think like clear the garden out so you can plant the seeds. It also is very much about action. Okay, so single self action. All right, National Geographic. I think you and I are going to be seeing each other soon. Let your light shine. That's pretty easy, isn't it? Just get out there. Let people see you. Don't hide. Don't be shy this week. Be sure to just, whatever you want to offer to the world, offer it, and then let the world meet there. Okay? All right. Let's see. Janice, you're going to be working with color. Okay, so colors have vibrations, okay? So you want to get into a vibration of noticing what colors are you drawn to this week and what kind of energy centers do those relate to, okay? Work with the colors, wear the colors, eat the colors, do the colors. Robin, Chris, and Austin. Robin, you're going to be working with variance. And one of the things about variance is that we actually appreciate that everyone is not like us. We do not intend to live in a homogenous world. We like the differences, even when they annoy us. Okay, so just lean into the differences this week. Chris, you're going to work on soul love. Okay, so this is kind of like the Light Council likes to tell us we are unconditionally loving beings. That's naturally who we are, but we just don't act from that space very often. That's what you're being asked to do, is act from your unconditional soul spot, the spot that really knows that everything about this reality is kind of an illusion and you just want to be in it. Austin, soul journey. So you're on a little path, okay? So this week, just kind of notice, you guys are showing me spirals. So that means to me that you're on a healing spiral. So think about coming around the mountain and maybe you're seeing patterns, okay? The healing spiral often is like I've seen this before, but I don't want to do it the way I did it before, okay? All right. Tiff, Visualize. Okay, this week I would do that every single day. Visualize on the things you're hoping to manifest, the things that are already manifesting that you like. Go and kind of reenact them in your mind and kind of work with them so that they can continue to grow. Burnout proof leaders. There's only light. Okay, so the darkness, the shadows is because of the light. Okay, so we're not necessarily going to have to be going and looking it for the dark spaces. We can use whatever light is shining to show us, whether we like it or not, what's going on, and then kind of lean into that's only there because it's light, nothing to be judged. Lisa C. Okay, third time's the charm for the inner voice, you guys. So that means it's for all of us. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, 28. I'm going to go pull up the book. Here we go. Ready? So, inner voice. This is what the author says. Persistent words and feelings that represent your greatest desires are dropping into your mind. Instead of putting life off until you do or be something in the future, bring your desires into the present. Anytime we feel like we have gone off track, we have traveled a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to our center, where we can tune into our wise transmissions. Just as a voice on a GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you towards your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient when you are taking the wrong route. They will just adjust, find an alternative route, and give you new directions. You can't get it wrong. Listen to recurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel, and drive forward with the ones that make you face your and heart smile. Your face and your heart smile. All right. So working on those positive thoughts, discipline. The guides like the Lake Council really is all about discipline lately. All right. Kalina K. You're going to be working with your soul craft this week. That's like, what are you here to do? What is your divine guidance? What is the gifts that you want to give the world? Do more of that this week. Okay. Pretty straight. Joe, you're working with the divine feminine. Second time we've seen that. That was number 2 at the beginning. If you want to work with that more, you're going to have a little bit of just needing to bring in those people. Okay. Because the divine feminine likes tribes, likes the we, likes not just the me. So really find it leaning into who's there. Okay. Jenny V, soul name for you. Okay. So if you had to really like name who you are as an essence, maybe come up with a practice of going and looking into that and seeing what you can find is going on for you this week about your essence, like who you are all the way through. Okay. Miranda Z, you're working with the soul tree. Okay. So think of the wisdom of the tree that stands in one space and watches all the changes that occurs around it. It changes too, and it wears its changes in the tree trunk, as you can kind of see the layers or the rings. This is like, what have you learned from your perspective behind your eyes? You are the tree. And although you might move around because you don't have roots necessarily in the ground, you've always been in there. Check in with that because nobody knows what you know. All right, Carly F. and Cole, you're manifesting this week. Okay. So this is again, that reminder of yes, thank you, more please, when you see the things you want, and what else is possible when you see the things you don't want. Okay. So there's no judgments about what gets delivered. You just continually are massaging or playing with how come I attracted that and how come I didn't attract that, and just see what kind of comes through. Definitely been a focus for the classes I've been putting together. Is this manifestation energy, but we're always doing it, right? Cole, create some space. All right. This can be create space from the people that are kind of in your head, or this can be the people that are bugging you. But it also can be clutter. I can see a lot of like, it would be good to clean out a closet or, make some room for something new to come in. Maybe don't fill it right away. Okay. All right. Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, transformation. Okay. So this is like zoom out, big picture. Sometimes we don't always understand what the transformations are about, and it makes us nervous. But this is like, it's okay. Things are changing, and it's not necessarily in a bad way. Matthew, third time's the charm for the manifestations. Thank you, sir, for that, because that means now it's for all of us. I'm going to pull the book up. She seems to be having a lot of different words than I'm hearing from your guide, so I think it's worth getting an extra voice in here. You will attract what you give your focus to. True story. You are about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is the opportunity to change any stories from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see a new light. Everything is created twice. First, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination, feeling, or dreaming, and then the physical realm, okay, is manifesting into objects. Enjoy the journey to all your manifesting and desires will arrive sooner. That's the nature of creation. All right, I love it. Let's do it. Let's manifest. All right, Tanya, expansion for you. Okay, so a good time for you to really be looking to where you're growing and where you're moving into bigger fields. Okay, so really let yourself really expand wherever you can. And if it feels contracting, see if you can initiate an expansive feeling instead of the contracting feeling. Okay. By the way, I just want to say hi to the new people that might be joining now. If you haven't figured it out, if you type me, please, I will get you a card. Hannah and Patty. Hannah, light beings for you. Okay, so talk to the off-planet beings, talk to the unseen helpers, give them your requests, and then surrender to their assistance. Okay, Patty, for you this week. Oh, you brought manifestation again. 4 times. I'm going to see if there's more to say in the book. Let's see. This is for all of us, you guys. All right. It just says, let's see. Let all manifestations be what they are and focus on the ones you're drawn to. This is a vibrational match to something active in your beliefs and ideas. Tune into what makes you feel authentic. I totally am on board with that one. Take notice of the vibe and replace it as much as you can each day. When you find the beauty in your current space, your energy will rise in harmony. Okay, law of attraction, you guys. It's coming to a head this week. Patty, let me know what you manifest. Okay, Carrie M. Oh, Vesica Pisces for the 4th time. Let's revisit that topic. Let's see what that is. More to say about that. Imagine you are an overlap of Vesica Pisces. For one day, meet every experience in person that comes your way without judgment. Turn off the television and tune into your inner glow of creativity and entertainment. Speak your truth. This does not mean pushing your judgments. It means allowing yourself to say something to someone without blame or needing anything from them. Makes you feel vulnerable. It means you care more about what others think about you than you think about yourself. Okay? All right. Sounds like a plan. The instructions are becoming clear. Christy. 3rd time's the charm for the divine feminine, you guys. All right. The divine feminine energies, all the we, we're focused on the we. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Shine your inner light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of the matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and unlimited possibilities available to you. It's time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. It's also time for stillness. Remember they said that? For there is an unseen force at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences in your life. Allow yourself to trust and receive. Nice. I love it. It sounds like we're going to be moving into some receiving spaces this week. Woohoo. Not all will be surrendered, but Kira, you are the universe. Of course you are. All things are you. See that through the eyes of others. And acknowledge what others see in you that maybe you can't see in yourself unless you see it from their perspective. Okay? Finn, be a good week for you to ground. Okay, just some grounding practices, just reaching your attention down into the earth, feeling the earth responding to you, saying hello. Those would be good practices. Maybe go hug a tree. Cynthia, you're going to be wanting to work with meditation this week and really reaching higher to the highest frequencies that can be available so you can kind of see what you are manifesting with all of these messages we're getting about inner voice and things like that. Aaron, Let your light shine. Okay. So just no shyness this week. No holding back. Whatever you want to bring to the room, bring it to the room. Let yourself know. Work with those two spaces of manifestation, your imagination and then your manifestation of physical. Okay. All right. Eat 100 foods. You're working with enlightenment. Something's going to become a bit more of an obvious picture. Okay. So just let yourself kind of see a new perspective and shift that perspective. Sam, I think I started late, so I'm going over a little bit here. There is only light, Sam. You don't have to worry about the energies of darkness. You don't have to battle it. You don't have to fight it. Just bring more light. Light, light, light. Okay, Genevieve, Isabel, Chris, Crystal. Crystal, colors this week. Okay, so working with the colors, working with the crystals colors, working with those things that help you really feel into whatever you really are working on. Genevieve, whispers for you. If you picked one at the beginning, that's doubling down, telling you that not everything is going to be loud. Sometimes you have to have your mouth closed and your eyes open to see what else is coming through. Isabel, inward revolution. You are working on some changes inside yourself that have been coming from work you've been doing externally, but now it's going to start to make sense inside you. Chris, create space. Okay, so this might be a space from others, but also might be some physical room within yourself. Maybe clearing out a space. Again, I'm hearing clear out and don't put anything in, and see what wants to come naturally into that space. Okay. All right, Sonia. See, I told you I was coming, you guys. I was coming. Sonia, soul song for you. I think this is the third time. Yes, it is. The guide's confirmed. Third time's the charm. So this is for all of us. I'm going to get the book out again. Here it says, your soul emits a beautiful song. Tune into the soundtrack of your life. Think of its pulsating light moving in a rhythm with the universe. Even if you can't hear your own song, your physical ears know it exists. Your song is always resonating throughout the universe, along with music of the spheres and the sounds of the universe made when you were born, the greatest song of all. So see where music kind of moves you this week too, okay? Cameron and Connor. Cameron, nothing has gone wrong. Everything is in divine order. Sometimes it feels like something's gone wrong, but in the end, it's really not the case. Connor, for you, the focus this week is light beings. So talking to the universe about your desires, and you can want what you want. You guys don't have to just only want what you need. You can let the universe know, I have strong desires I would like to discuss, and can I have those manifest? The universe likes to work with us, but if we don't tell the universe what we want, or we don't ourselves know what we want, it's hard to manifest it. All right, here we go, you guys. Here's our wrap up for the week for all three cards. Thanks for hanging with me. I will do this every Sunday when I can at this time. So subscribing and hitting the bell button will get you awareness for when I'm coming. All right, so we got Soul Song. So we're going to listen to our own pulsing in the universe. We're going to work with our inner voice, discipline it into letting us see more and more of what we want. We're going to start manifesting some real cool things while working with our network of energies, where we are bringing ourselves with people that are also manifesting with us. All right, you guys, we did it. Go be amazing. See you next week.